Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Alda. In this video, we're going to talk about analysis text. There are descriptive text, procedure text, and narrative text. Okay, so for the first one is descriptive text. So descriptive text usually focus on describing a single location, event, object, person, or place, and it endeavors to engage all of five reader sense to evoke sight, smell, sound, taste, and feel of the text subject. And let's move on to the text. Okay, so this is description text. Like I say in the previous video, this is social function. The social function is to describe a particular person, animal, place, or thing. So there is identification and description and significant lexicogrammatical features. There are focused on specific participant, use of attributive and identifying process, frequent use of epithet and classifies in nominal groups. The last is use of simple present. So for the word or sentence that be purple color, it must be specific participant. For example, Natural Bridge National Park, and then the Pacific Highway, the Nambilai Valley, the Scenic Roadway, the Lamington National Park, and the others that be purple color, it must be specific participant. And for the attributive and identifying process is be green color. So there are is located, lies is over. So that is must be attributive identifying process. And for underline, that must be appetize and classifies in nominal group. So there are delicious and what else? Dense, unique, and all of these description text use of simple present. And for the second is procedure text. So for procedure text is text that designed to describe how something achieves through sequence of action or step. Like we know it's more like step, right? So let's move to the text. Okay, so this is a procedure text. The social function is to show how something is accomplished through a sequence of action or step. So it must be action or step, right? And significant lexical grammatical features that are focused on generalized human agent, use of simple present tense, often imperative, use mainly of temporal conjunction numbering or indicate sequence, use mainly of material process. So for the yellow, it must be generally human agent. For example, the whole games for the title, two players, you, the first player must be generally human agent. And for the orange, it must be temporal conjunction, like first, then, next, numbering 1, 2, 3. So there are temporal conjunction. So for the blue color, it must be material process, like must dump, click the material, right? Must dump, click, must check, must dig, throw, and others. It must be material process. The last one is narrative text. So narrative text is story with complication or problematic event, and we need to try to solve the problems. As we know that narrative text is a story with problematic, and it tries to solve the problem. So let's move to the text. So this is for narrative text. The social function say that to amuse, entertain, and to detail with actual or vicarious experience in different ways. Narrative deal with problematic events which lead to a crisis or turning point of some kind, which in turn find a resolution. So there are orientation, measure, complication, resolution, complication, okay, resolution, complication, measure, and resolution. So for significant lexicogrammatical features, there are focused on specific and usually individualized participants, use some material process or behavioral and verbal process, use of relational process and mental process, use temporal conjunction and temporal circumstance, and use past tense. So, for the green color, it must be individualized participant. For example, the title is Snow White, and then a little girl named Snow White, her aunt, her uncle, the participant, right? And material process, it must be like talking, the orange color, talking, and then what is to do, run away, material process, right? Knocked, answered, fall asleep, and then relational process and mental process. Like mental process must be underlined, like heard, want, didn't want, decide, solve. So for the temporal conjunction and temporal circumstance must be underlined, like once upon a time, one day, the next morning, when, then, like you can see all the text in the screen, and this text use a past tense. Okay, thank you guys for watching and hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.